fiddling, Gina.
I'm sure she'll be home soon.
On a school night. You have to make ground rules.
I have.
History repeating itself.
Oh, not this again.
Are you saying I'm not right?
No, Mum, you're always right.
No wonder Juliet has an attitude problem.
Give it a rest.
And then there's tomorrow. I don't want to be going
Mum,
to...
why don't you go to bed?
Well, I won't be able to sleep. Try her again.
Can't speak. You know what to do.
Do you want me to come with you tomorrow?
No.
As you wish.
Oh. 3 guesses who that is.
Mum, I'll deal with it, okay? Oh, now look what you've done!
That's typical of you, Gina. It's always someone else's fault.
Juliet, get in now!
5 minutes. Oh, here comes backup.
What did I say? Please, I don't want another argument. Then go away.
People speak to you like that. And will you tell that person in the car to stop that racket? It's 1 in the morning. Decent people are asleep.
But we're not that, are we, Gran?
Juliet!
What? Just because you can't stand up for her doesn't mean...
There's Dr. Clay. So, don't worry, Dr. Clay. My granddaughter's just going in.
I hate you both. You're so embarrassing. I hate living here.
Baby, let's go in and we'll have a talk.
Why? Nothing changes.
Thanks, both of you, for showing me up in front of the doctor.
You're making a show of me. Leave me alone or I swear I'll get in the car and go.
5 minutes.
Typical. You let her rule the roost.
Yeah, right.
And a little bit of respect wouldn't go amiss.
Here we go, another lecture.
About time. I'm going to be late, as usual.
Had your broomstick out again, Gran?
That's enough of your cheek, young lady. And look at you, you're exhausted. We said 5 minutes. You were out there.
Gran, have to go. Can I have some money? Please.
For what?
Lunch.
Make yourself some sandwiches instead of throwing away money.
You just said I was late.
I haven't got any. Oh, and talking of which, I opened your phone bill.
Who gave you permission to do that?
I don't need permission when I'm paying for it.
Mum said she'd sort it.
With what? And why are you talking to people for hours on end? You can hardly string 2 words together when you're at home.
They're my friends. I miss them. I never wanted to come here.
It isn't ideal for any of us, Juliet, but needs must, and a little appreciation would go a long way. Oh. The apple hasn't fallen far from that tree.
What?
Oh, go and get your mother up. I don't want her lying around all day.
I need money.
Gina! Don't you think the neighbours put up with enough last night? You're old enough to know better.
What? What are you doing? What's wrong with your face?
What do you mean?
You look so old. You look terrible.
What do you expect? It's all this stress. I really wasn't expecting to have to put up with the shenanigans of a teenager at my age.
Taking down my posters again.
What?
Why can't you leave me alone? Stop trying to control me.
It's high time you learnt some self-control.
Go away, Mum.
Oh, you're not going back to sleep again. Oh, Gina, this is ridiculous. Oh.
Ah, just the man.
Oh, yes?
Don't sound so worried.
Usually when people say I'm just the man, it means that they want something.
Well, this time, I want to do something nice for you.
All ears?
A proper partner's welcome.
What is it? Some weird ritual you learnt at boarding school?
Well, if you'd like.
No, thanks.
Then it'll be dinner with Daniel, Zara, and myself tonight. I'll book somewhere appropriate.
Get up now, Gina. You can at least help me around the house. It's turning into a pigsty. It's nearly 9 o'clock. And you know I'm going to Dad's.
What time did you say it was?
Nearly 9. What's wrong with you, Gina?
I'm late.
Late? Well, I told you that...
navy skirt.
Well, wasn't in the wash. Oh, which reminds me. I don't want that washing machine on the go all week. I do it Mondays, like always.
Oh, shit, I'm trying to think where I put it.
Well, perhaps if you've tidied your room once in a while.
You've moved things.
I haven't.
You always do this. You try to change me.
Oh, I gave up on that years ago.
Oh, yeah, Mum, right. Like when you put everything on my bed and teach me a lesson.
Why are you bringing that up?
Just answer the door.
What is wrong with... Oh, Dr. Clay, I'm so sorry. I thought, how can I help?
Sleep would help me.
Oh,
And now I've overslept again.
I tried.
Yeah, look, Mrs. Bow, it's not like it's the first time it's happened, is it? And I'd appreciate it if people didn't use my front garden as a dustbin.
Oh, Dr. Clay, I'm mortified. I don't know what to do at my time of life. I shouldn't be having to deal with all of this. No wonder my blood pressure's so high.
I understand.
People will start to think we're those, what do you call them, chaffs.
Yeah, you're not quite in Asbro territory just yet.
What?
Look, couldn't your daughter sort it out? I mean, it is her child after all.
If only, to tell you the truth, I don't know who's worse. Oh, yes.
If I get in trouble for wearing this, it's your fault.
Gina, don't be so rude, Dr. Clay. Now you see what I have to put up with, Dr. Clay. And today of all days, it's the anniversary, my...
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's too much to bear.
Well, maybe I shouldn't have bothered you.
You're late.
Yes, good morning to you as well.
Coffee?
Yes, so what do you think?
About?
Me, sans booch.
Ah, careful you don't break the other one.
I feel like a new woman.
Good.
In fact,
What?
I've booked a babysitter for tonight.
You know about David's rules.
I'm sure we can cope if we don't stick to them for just one day.
You're defeating the whole purpose of the exercise. If this is what we got to do, then that's what we got to do. Unless, of course, you don't think you can keep your hands off me for a couple of weeks.
You're not so irresistible. But I reckon you won't be able to resist me.
Bring it on. Whoa, hang on a minute. That's fighting talk, lady.
I'm no lady.
Wow, you look rough.
See you later.
What were you doing last night? Of course you were at Howard's medical after-hours special.
Yeah, I know why Len talked me into it. I was trapped between a boring consultant and Mr. even more boring pharmaceutical rep. It's like a pincer movement. I was there till 12:30.
What's the subject?
Well, the consultant was a choleproctologist.
Lovely. So what, you got wasted?
Nah, noisy neighbours. Now I've got to write a good report for Howard. I'm on call at the police, so... You got your boot off?
Yes, I am ready for action. Hey, look, take this. You look like you need it way more than me.
Let me go! I haven't done anything! You won't get away with this!
Hello, Dr. Clay.
I want to go home. I haven't done anything. want my dad. You can't keep me here on my own.
Sit down.
Who are you?
Dr. Clay, your neighbour.
I don't know any Dr. Clay.
Yeah, from down the road.
Why are you lying? I need to get out of here.
Gina. Alright, just let me check you over, okay? Then we'll see about you going home.
You promise?
Yeah. Just want to make sure you're okay.
I still don't understand why I'm here.
You're under arrest for threatening behaviour.
Two.
Well, the police and...
They started picking on me for no reason.
They said you were disorientated, shouting at people. They think you may have taken an illegal substance.
What's that for?
I need to take some blood.
No. Get my dad. He'll know what to do.
I can call your mum.
No. I want my dad. You can't do this to me. Let me out.
Calm down.
I know what you're trying to do.
Good.
It's not going to work. Not even with the husky voice.
We'll see.
You're wearing that perfume, aren't you?
It's all I could be wearing if you want.
Good news. Found an excellent wine bar, perfect for the occasion.
What occasion?
Partners' dinner. Tonight. Oh no, I forgot to tell you. And you won't be able to get a babysitter.
No, it's fine. We can make it. It's not like we've got anything else on.
Smith's, Madden Street. See you in the bar, 6:15ish.
Lovely.
I am going to treat myself to a fabulous new outfit.
Oh.
And some disgusting underwear.
You're going to have to work harder than that.
You ain't seen nothing yet.
So I've given her a sedative to calm her down.
Right, can she come home now?
No, she's still under arrest.
I was at the cemetery.
I see.
She had to do this today of all days.
What was today?
15 years since Gerald died.
So Dad?
Yes.
It's partly why I contacted you. Gina still thinks that he's alive.
What? Huh. She was the one who killed him.
What do you mean?
I tried to warn him for years that she wasn't the angel he thought she was. But she could twist him round her little finger. He doted on that girl. But the way she behaved, drugs, partying, then getting pregnant. Stress was too much. She broke his heart. Literally.
You're right. I'll never get through tonight's feast. Smiths do a wonderful tasting menu. 14 dishes.
Ah, yes, talking of tonight, got some ideas I'd like to float.
What, tonight?
Yes, hopefully I'll fit them in between dishes.
How many ideas?
After Jimmy's successful meeting, plenty.
Gina, I need to know what you've taken.
Nothing.
Ecstasy? Cocaine?
No, of course not. I'm pregnant.
I didn't realise.
Mum and Dad don't know. Please don't tell them.
No, I won't. Can I check your eyes? What's the date?
Oh, I don't know. September something.
Okay, and the year?
1996.
How old are you?
Old enough.
Gina, how old are you?
16 last week. Look, I'm fine. Can I go now?
I think we should take you to the hospital for them to check you over.
Because it's a baby.
Yeah.
Why don't you ever answer your phone? Oh, and take those off. You can see it's me who's ringing you. Your mother is in hospital.
Why?
I have no idea. She started acting strangely this morning. Then she got herself arrested.
Arrested?
I'll explain on the way to the hospital.
Once the doctor's seen me, I'll be free to go.
Hopefully.
Well, you said I'm not under arrest anymore.
No, you're not. But,
Going to a party.
we?
Me and Stephen. Baby's dad. My mum hates him.
The nurse is going to check your blood pressure. I'll be back in a minute, okay?
Juliet!
Knackered!
Can you stop doing that? No. Grow up, Juliet.
Where's Mum?
What's taking so long?
The nurse is checking her over. She's just waiting to see the neurologist.
I would have thought a psychiatrist would be more appropriate.
Well, for whatever reason, Gina has lost years of memories.
Well, that is mad.
What's been happening lately? Anything out of the ordinary?
I had to move in with Gran.
Why was that?
Well, Gina was made redundant and got into debt, couldn't afford the mortgage, so I took them in.
And you never let us forget it.
Perhaps if I was shown a little gratitude.
And maybe if you laid off Mum.
Juliet!
The doctor wants to know what's wrong, and I'm telling him. You.
Oh, don't be so ridiculous. If it's anything, it's your behaviour. Gallivanting around with undesirables at all hours of the night. It's enough to drive anyone round the bend.
Could you keep your voices down, please? Whatever's going on with Gina, it's not going to be helped by you two sniping at each other.
When can we see her?
Look, you have to understand that she's very fragile right now. As of this moment, she doesn't even know who you are.
But I'm sure if she saw us, it would all come back.
Yeah, it's not quite that simple. If you wait here, I will check on her and I will come and fetch you when she's ready.
I don't understand. How old did you say I was?
32.
No, that can't be right, because I was at school yesterday. I keep getting glimpses and then it's like they disappear. It feels like I'm in a dream.
Perhaps if I tell you about your life now?
Why is this happening to me?
Don't know. Could be stress.
Why am I stressed?
You lost your job.
Am I a photographer?
I don't know.
That's what I wanted to be.
You live with your mum?
My mum. And Dad.
Your dad died, I'm sorry.
No.
15 years ago today. I'm sure the anniversary has something to do with...
There was a funeral.
You have a daughter.
What daughter? I'm only just pregnant.
You had that baby. You called her Juliet. She's 16.
No. No, that can't be right because I would remember.
I think they're here now. Your mum and your daughter.
They're here now.
I knew I'd get the blame somewhere along the line.
Mum, are you all right?
Well, of course she isn't.
Juliet. This morning I thought I was pregnant with you. It's very hard to take in.
You don't remember me at all.
Probably a blessing with your behaviour.
Mrs. Bow.
But you're going to be all right, aren't you, Gina? You just need to pull yourself together.
Fred, it's a bit more complicated than that.
Well, obviously, but I mean, if we all indulged ourselves, well, it would be chaos.
Well, people don't lose their memories by choice.
I'm sorry, Mum.
I appreciate that, Gina,
You
but
just can't help yourself, can you?
don't take that tone with me, young lady.
Please don't.
Get lost, Gran! I'm not a pushover like Mum!
2 peas in a pod, I'd say. Ingrates, both of you.
What are you talking about?
Is that what it's like all the time? I can't think with all this noise!
Stop being so dramatic.
Leave her alone!
You're always going on at me!
I thought you couldn't remember.
I remember this feeling. It's like being suffocated. 16, 32, it's all the same!
Okay, I think you should both go. This isn't helping Gina at all.
Beginning to think I had the wrong place.
A bottle of Chateau Delphine 1990, please. I have something to celebrate as well.
Oh, yes?
As you know, I'm always keen to help out where I can. And lately, I have become very concerned about the plight of medical students from disadvantaged backgrounds. So I have made a sizable donation to the University Hardship Fund.
Oh, good for you, Heston.
So I would like you to join me and raise your glasses to the impoverished student who is able to continue his or her education thanks to me. And of course to Howard joining us as well.
Ah, well, cheers to be a part of the team.
Cheers.
Bottoms up.
Now I have a captive audience. I have some ideas for the practice I'd like to share.
The neurologist shouldn't be much longer. I'm really sorry. I didn't think it would take this long.
I really believed I was 16. That I had everything ahead of me.
You still can.
This life you're telling me about, it's not the one I had planned.
Yeah, they really are.
I've got to have a career, be independent. I don't even know if I'm a good mother. I remember the day I told my parents I was pregnant. Mum shouting that I'd brought shame on the family. She called me a slut. Dad tried to intervene, but
At least your memories are starting to come back.
I'm not sure I want them to.
I think it's a great idea. Right. Number 8. I would like the mill to provide an echocardiography service.
The cost would be prohibitive.
Well, we could cut down on locum spending.
Not practical.
Why would we want an echo machine?
Plenty of reasons.
Which are?
We could generate income from private patients.
Excuse me, I thought we worked for the NHS.
The mill could become a specialist centre. And it's an excellent opportunity for Kevin to use his cardiology training.
Impractical. Where's our next course?
I've got a vague image of all 3 of us arguing. I was listening, just shouting. God, it's stressful just thinking about it. And you really think that's what's caused my memory loss?
Very possibly. We still need a neurologist to take a look at you just to confirm.
What am I going to do?
What do you want to do?
I feel like I need to take control of what's going on at home.
Good place to start. Do you feel ready to see your mum and Juliet?
Starts, I mean, to go on. Yeah.
Fine.
What's the joke? Zara? Daniel?
What?
Are you playing with your phone, giggling like a couple of teenagers?
Sorry. Shall we tell them?
Yeah.
We're back together.
I thought you already were.
Well, congratulations. This is really turning into a celebratory dinner.
Well, I don't know about that. Workplace relations aren't ideal.
I have got one word to say to you, Howard. Emma.
Exactly.
So then why don't you give her a permanent contract then? That's how you'd save money on locums.
Oh, you were listening then? Excuse me, I need to go to the lab.
What?
I might not remember much, but what I do isn't pretty. Something's got to give.
Are you looking at me when you say that?
Mum, I am trying to find a solution to all the arguing.
I wouldn't argue if she didn't.
Stop! This is what I'm talking about. It doesn't work.
Could have told you that. But don't think you're perfect, Gina, just because you don't remember your part in it.
I have no doubt, Mum, but it's where we go from here so that all 3 of us can have some peace.
Well, I wouldn't say no to that.
Nor me.
Frankly, it's exhausting.
Tell me about it.
So we're in a rut. How do we get out of it?
Hi, the neurologist's ready to see you.
Probably in the nick of time. We just agreed on something.
For the first time ever.
Hopefully not the last.
She'll be alright, won't she?
Terrorist contingency plans?
We got to find something to keep Howard occupied.
I know. Get him on 360 feedbacks.
What's that?
It's where your peers report on your progress. Very tedious and extremely time-consuming to organise.
Talking about me by any chance?
No, of course not.
With all your ideas, you got us thinking.
Right.
We want you to coordinate 360 feedbacks.
Really?
They're highly recommended by the powers that be.
Yes, maybe, but I'd like
To utilise your organisational skills.
I'm not sure if I
It'll
can...
be great for everyone to be rigorously assessed by their contemporaries.
Yeah, we need to be proactive, not reactive. It's the only real way to facilitate any progression in the workforce.
What about my ideas?
Baby steps, Howard. Baby steps.
Thank and you for the tip-off for the 360 feedback.
What have you done?
I'm pregnant.
Want this filling out by Monday. No excuses.
You disgust me.
What?
Want enough for you to go and cheat on me with some slapper again?
To be frank, you look old enough to be her dad.
Just give me the chance to get back on an even keel. I think this could really work.
Stay with us for Escape